Okay, hello everyone. After watching my yesterday's video, which was on what are the benefits of Reliance Jio coming into this space of this grocery, people have started asking me how actually are we giving these shares, though we have circulated this way back, but I think at that moment people didn't thought ki these 10 shares will have any value, but after listening to the entire video they now know that the value of these 10 shares. So now I take this opportunity to again tell you in detail how you can earn these shares free of cost from us, and what are the things that is required in performance to earn these 10 shares. And this is only and only for our leadership team, right? So just buying a UPOS will not have that eligibility of earning these shares. So let's see what are the criteria of earning these shares. So of course this PPT I'll share it with you. So I'll just take you through the bullets of this PPT. This we have already shared in form of PDF to you all, but I think it needs some clarity. So I'm just clarifying everything. So of course, we want you all to be part of our ecosystem, our family, our shareholder list, so that tomorrow you should say that this company is my company, right? And of course, all the leaders who will actually qualify for this will have a new designation, which will actually separate them from a normal hierarchy to a totally a different level of performers, right? Okay, so you can first of all earn this what you say shares by performing any of these three. I'm repeating myself, any of these three, on UPOS, on vendor, on UPVs. So there are three criteria to qualify for these shares. You can do any of these three. It is not important to do all three. It is not important that you do two. It is any one you have to select and you have to perform on that lever, right? So it's a simple task, of course, and because the entire GG's ecosystem revolves around UPOS, so UPOS is a very crucial product for us. So if you want to sell UPOS, you have to actually buy it, because until unless you don't buy, you will not be able to sell it also. So I think it is really important for us to buy this product and then to circulate it to our prospects, whoever it is. So, and it is not a compulsion. Again, it is up to you. You want to buy and trade on it and get yourself trained, because without you knowing the UPOS, it is really next to impossible that you will be able to sell it. And why should a leadership team buy a UPOS? We have already discussed, and there is a YouTube link also attached to it. If you don't remember that, you can just click on this link and you can again watch that video, why a leader should buy a UPOS. Because not only he will gain from his own UPOS, there are n number of extra benefits that he gains if the leader buys the UPOS, right? So just go through that. Uh, okay, this offer is not okay. Of course, we have already discussed that this is not an offer for only for the person who is buying the UPOS or the user. It is only for our leadership team, which is state head, MCP, CP, ACP, and partners only. So if you are selling a UPOS to maybe a Kirana wala and he's not not in our leadership team, he will not get these shares. So buying a UPOS doesn't give you a qualification to buy a UPOS to get these shares. But of course, if you are a leader in our team and then you buy a UPOS and perform such some task, then only you are going to get the benefit of that, right? So let's see what is there. And of course, this is a limited period offer. There are only 1 lakh shares to be given. We have reserved 20% of company shares for this activity. So we want 20% of our shares to go to our on ground team, the leadership team which is there. So we have separated these 1 lakh shares from the company side, right? So on vendor, first we'll start how you can earn these shares by recruiting vendors. So as a ACP, you have to recruit 100 active vendors. And what is the definition of these active vendor is that they must have paid us a commission of 1 lakh each. As soon as they will pay us 1 lakh each and or a collective commission of 1.25 crore, you as an ACP will qualify for this. So partner cannot qualify for this because this starts from the ACP's point of view, right? So as an ACP, you have to recruit 100 vendors, and as and when these 100 vendors pay us either individually 1 lakh or collectively 1.25 crores, you will qualify for this. So as a ACP, you qualify like this. Second, as a CP, you have to ensure that 5 of your ACP qualify for this. If 5 ACPs qualify for this, you will automatically qualify for this. As a MCP, you have to ensure that your 5 CPs qualify for this. If your 5 CPs qualify for this, you automatically qualify for this. And finally, the state head, again, you also have to ensure that your 5 MCP qualify for this. If your 5 MCP qualify for this, you also automatically qualify for this. So it is really simple, but of course it is a tough task because it will take time, and the way things are moving ahead, I think the other two ways would be much easier for you, right? But still, there is an option, you can qualify like this also. Then on selling of UPOS. So how on UPOS you can get the shares? As a state head, first of all, you have to complete your 100% master channel partner team. And let's say you have a team size of 15 master channel partner, not everyone you require to buy a UPOS. First of all, you have to buy a UPOS, and then you have to ask 10 of your MCPs to also buy the UPOS. Please note here, it is not that as a state head we require you to get us 10 UPOS. It is not UPOS, it is 10 MCP buying a UPOS, because there is a difference. You are not there to sell UPOS, you are there to manage team as a leader. So what we want is, if all MCPs will also buy a UPOS, the multiplication will start happening on a very fast pace, right? So this is, make it clear, as a state head, we prefer that you have your MCP, 10 MCPs buying the UPOS. If not, if you don't have these 10 MCPs, let's say your entire strength cannot be more than 10 MCPs, 8 ACPs or 9 ACPs, then we can consider one or two this thing UPOS from your CPs also. But rest, the preference is would be given to your 10 MCPs only as a state head. Rest is really clear that as an MCP, you need to recruit your 10 channel partners, and all 10 channel partners should also have their UPOS. So you yourself have to have a UPOS, and then 10 channel partners can also have a UPOS. Not should have a UPOS. And now in this, if let's say you are an MCP and you are also a CP in your own code, then also you need not to buy again under your leadership. Then you need only 9 UPOS as a CP. Okay. Then as CP, complete your team of 10 assistant channel partner with your UPOS and your 10 ACPs UPOS. And again, I'll repeat myself, it is not 10 UPOS. It is 10 partners who are just under you have to buy this UPOS. Else you will not qualify. It is not 10 UPOS, it is 10 ACP buying the UPOS. Because this will help us to taking this concept to next level, right? Then ACP completing a team of 10 partners, and all these 10 partners buying a UPOS along with the ACPs. And then partner just sell 5 UPOS and you will qualify for this. So I think this is really simple. All we need is that our leadership team should have his UPOS, so that they can train themselves on get training on UPOS. Plus this will increase the confidence level. Plus, there are another 10 advantages of leader buying a UPass, right? So just go through that, and it is not a compulsion. You can remain as a MCP and do not buy a UPass, do not buy let your CP buy the UPass. It is an option. Who want growth, who want to become director in the company, who wants free shares, that then only you have to perform this, right? Else you can keep on doing what you are doing. But again, it is my observation, people without UPass are not performing, people with UPass are performing really well. And I'll share who has just performed and already qualified also. And then first one was by a vendor, by recruiting vendors you can become our shareholder and director. Now second was UPass. Now the third, which is on UPV, and which will be only on my circle. All you need to do is anyone completing his fifth circle will qualify for this. Simple, simple. You can be MCP, CP, ACP, partner, anything in the system, and you reach your fifth, not reach, you complete your fifth circle. That means you reach your sixth circle. After completion of fifth circle, you will qualify for this. Anyone. So you can be a state head, still you qualify. You can be a MCP, you can qualify. You so this is now not a team effort. You individually can also qualify for doing a basic thing, which is create your my circle and complete fifth circle, right? Of course, we have taken a task of 45 days from your appointment, but as we have seen that Corona has come in and people are not able to move out, so okay, you can of course ask for the extension from your senior leaders, and as per their discretion, they will recommend it to us, and then we'll surely go ahead with that. Okay, 10 shares will be as equity, and if there is any legal cost attached to it, you have to, and I think that will be our very minimum size, right? Amount. Okay, so concluding, the new hierarchies, of course, will be designated in a very grand event. We are planning a very big event around this, because we are seeing that there are many who have already achieved 70-80%, and there is one guy who has already achieved 100%. So I think this event will be actually a step forward for creating that benchmark of these new leaders coming into the system. So now, when once a person is qualified, let's say state head is qualified, then we will now be he will now be designated and as called as executive director. Master channel partner will now be designated and called as regional director. Channel partner will be designated as directors. Assistant channel partner will be designated as assistant directors. And finally, the partners will be called as business leader. But please note, this opportunity will not go to more than 10,000 people, because we have reserved only 1 lakh shares, right? So, of course, this will actually separate men from boys. And Mr. Bala is already our first qualifier, and he is already an executive director with us. So I think I also see there are many who have already reached to 70-80%, and I think in next 4, 5, 7 days we will see all of them qualifying. So let's understand this again. If you want, we can again talk on this, but let's push this, because you have already seen what the value of these shares would be in time to come. And the entire thing, the good thing about this is the entire thing is in our control. It is not something that it is going to have it is going to take a lot of time. It is simple, it is in our hand. I, as a ACP, if I call it, just capture my territory, my pin code, I think it is done. Why? Because every ACP starts doing that, the entire India will be done. And as I showed it yesterday also in Reliance presentation which I presented, please understand, all these giants have done their homework like anything. There is a big business, there is a big opportunity in this retail segment. we are already into it. All we need to is just, it's all in the mind. Corona is not stopping us. There are territories like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, there is no slag. They are on daily basis, they are upgrading themselves, they are having that 1 hour of daily, they train themselves on this product, they talk daily for 1 hour, they get into Zoom, they talk daily, they have their 9 to 10, they have their meeting. Devraj is doing their meeting daily, because there are questions daily. If you are working daily, there would be questions daily, right? So I think it is really up to us how we want to take this forward. But I think there is a very bright, and again I'll request everyone now, please do not convince those who are just keep on convincing themselves that this will not work. I think Mr. Ambani has a better team, better everything to understand this retail business, the kirana shop, and they are now only focusing on kirana shop, whereas we are into anything and everything. So please understand the opportunity. I'll not repeat again and again what vendor will gain from us, but from that gain, we as the part of leadership team will also gain. So please understand, and let's talk. If you still you have any query, please ask me. I will be more than happy to solve that. So let's do it. Thank you.